Building your team, foundation one. Professionals are where we start. My journey began with the understanding the critical role that healthcare professionals play in managing MEN1. Over the years, I've been so fortunate to work with probably some of the best in the field. And early on, I realised the importance of being selective, choosing those who not only have the expertise, but also the capacity to collaborate with me. This wasn't always straightforward. I have encountered professionals who didn't meet my needs in one way or another, or they didn't align with my approach. And in these moments, I really had to trust my gut and seek out others who I thought would give me the support I needed. Remember, you have a choice of who's in your care team. It's not an accident. This can range from your endocrinologist to anyone you work with outside of MEN1, functional medicine doctors, or anything really. And it significantly impacts my overall well-being, depending on who I work with. Next, patient network. My desire to connect with others came from this feeling that there was no one else in MEN1 who understood what it was like to go through the holistic sphere. So many of the discussions out there didn't align with my approach, so I began reaching out, forming connections with those who were interested in a more holistic view of health, perhaps outside of MEN1. Over time, this has grown into the vibrant community that we actually have today, a place for sharing, support, mutual understanding. Building this network was about finding my tribe, the people who would walk alongside me, share insights, and offer support in a way that resonated with my journey. The next one, personal relationships. These have been a cornerstone of the support system for me. My family is so supportive, and navigating MEN1 together has brought us closer in many different ways. However, I would say it's taken work and communication to cultivate that understanding and support. In terms of friends, I've learned the value of authenticity and mutual respect. Over time, I've gently distanced myself from relationships that don't serve me anymore or serve my well-being and my health, choosing instead to invest in those that bring positivity and support into my life. This process isn't always easy, it still isn't easy, but sometimes it's absolutely necessary for health and happiness. And if it's done from a place of love and compassion, then it will be successful. The next stage is looking at our internal self. So many years I would go attending appointments, worrying what doctors would think about my holistic approaches, whether they would dismiss the concerns I voiced. And really, this did not come from the position of someone who had conviction in their healthcare team or themselves. I was drenched in doubt and actually self-criticism at the time. I was undermining my own healthcare, and it was chipping away at actually who I was. So realising the critical role of my emotional home, so that means my thoughts, my beliefs, and the emotions that they conjure, was an absolute game changer. I began to observe the patterns of my thoughts and the beliefs underpinning them. More importantly, I started to understand how those influence my emotions and consequently my actions and my reactions. This level of self-awareness was the step towards emotional stability, which empowers me now to lead my healthcare team with confidence and make informed decisions about my well-being. That transition didn't happen in isolation, and I have a few things to practice for it, including certain modalities like yoga, meditation, and journaling. These have become my non-negotiables because they help me tune into my internal state, cultivating a sense of centeredness and awareness. They have absolutely helped me transform my internal dialogue from one of self-doubt and criticism to love and compassion, and also empowerment too. This journey of nurturing myself is ongoing. It is a continuous exploration of my own inner landscape, and it is helping me shape my experience with MEN1 so that it's more than just coping. It's about flourishing from within, regardless of the external circumstances. I'm addressing my internal world so I'm able to step into my role as a leader, not just in my healthcare team, but in the rest of my life as well. This foundation is what allows me to navigate the challenges of MEN1 with some grace and resilience as well, and I embody the empowerment I wish to share with you now on this journey. Next stage, supporting your health. Let's look at the external changes. Diet, for example, which I call food. When considering my diet, it was crucial not just to focus on what I ate, but how I ate it, when I ate it, where I consumed my meals. This approach to food has transformed my experience. Initially struggling with gut symptoms, I sought expertise outside of the traditional MEN1 care path. I went to a gut specialist and we looked at my diet in so much detail. What foods worked for me, what didn't, and the result was an absolute disappearance of gut symptoms, a surge in energy, a newfound vibrancy in life. But the journey didn't stop at selecting the right foods. It extended to being mindful of my eating habits, ensuring I ate in a state of calm and presence, appreciating each bite quite literally. And this is seldom discussed among nutrition experts, but it's absolutely pivotal in my wellness journey. We're not just looking at food's nutritional value, it is about our behaviour towards eating that truly impacts our health. Lifestyle. Addressing lifestyle for me meant reevaluating how I lived my life daily. And the turning point came during my final year at Oxford University. I was so stressed, it was exacerbating my MEN1 symptoms, and it became clear that this had to be a priority. But it wasn't just about reducing stress, it was about enriching my life with activities that brought joy and fulfillment. From ensuring really quality sleep, regular movement, to engaging in hobbies that actually light up my world, I consciously crafted a lifestyle that supported my well-being. This very proactive approach to lifestyle is not merely about avoiding stress, but about creating a life that aligns with your values and aspirations and sets the stage for you to thrive every single day. Environment. My environment played such a crucial role in my health journey and still does. Beyond the physical space, it encompasses everything from the products I use in my body to the people I surround myself with. Understanding the impact of environmental toxins, especially as endocrine disruptors, I have become mindful of my choices. So I select skin products really wisely. I ensure my living space supports my well-being, and I spend time in nature as much as possible. But perhaps more importantly than that, it has involved curating a social environment that lifts me up. So I surround myself with supported, like-minded individuals, and it's transformative. It's essential, I think, to recognise that our environment in every sense significantly impacts our health, influencing our body even at a cellular level. Making conscious choices about surroundings can profoundly affect our well-being and support our journey with MEN1.